Hi, I'm Bet from Bet's Makes, and today we're going to learn how to make some stickers that cut out on their own pad, and on top of that, by minimizing the size to fit Cricut's needed size, it will actually expand to print larger on a piece of paper. So this is a really great way to get a bunch of stickers, have them cut out so that you can give them as gifts. So we're going to start by doing an upload, and we're going to upload an image. I'm going to have to view all my images. And I do have a template that we want to use, and it's right here. So I'm going to select that, and this is called Stickers Test 1. And if you want that image, I am going to put it in my resource library. That will be at betsmakes.com/library, and I'll make sure that that goes in there, and it's called Stickers Test 1. I will give you the link in the description below. Okay, let's insert this. Now I have a pumpkin and I have a background here. So what we want to do is just ungroup all of this for now. And I'm going to take our pumpkin here because this is what we want to make the stickers. So we want to make this a print and cut piece, and we want it to cut out in this portion. And also in behind here is a red piece, and that's the cut piece behind. Now I'm only using the one at the front so that I know where to place my pumpkins. Red is a bit harsh, so I am going to change the color of that to maybe a light yellow so we can see it a little better. And this one, as I said before, is just a placeholder. Now we want to be able to take these pumpkins and we want to make them so that they are print and cut and they're going to be a sticker. Well, I find there's a lot of design in this one. I may want to bring in a different pumpkin. So let's go back to our uploads. And let's see, there's a couple of pumpkins there. Let's go to view all of my images and see what else I can find that might be a good pumpkin. And let's see. You know, I might just bring in this one. It's called Fall 01. I don't want all of this, but it is a JPEG, so I know if I ungroup it, I can't because there is no ungrouping. It is one image. So what I want to do is just pick on one of these pumpkins. You'll see the same pumpkin is here. So I'm going to pick on this pumpkin. In order to get to it, I'm going to my shapes. I'm going to pick on a square. I'm going to bring it down. Just going to hide that pumpkin. I'm going to select both of them. I'm going to slice them. I'm going to get rid of the black pumpkin because I don't want it, but I don't want that outlined, but I do want this pumpkin all by itself. So now I have a pumpkin that I really like. Now this is a JPEG image as well, so I could take this and make this a sticker as well. So let's do that. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the shapes right here. I'm going to bring it and put it over top. I'm going to select both. And then I'm going to come down here and slice. I'm going to get rid of the black piece. I'm going to get rid of the black piece, and now I have a different pumpkin I can work with. And I'm not going to use our SVG one. As you can see, it comes back in parts. So I am just going to highlight it and delete it because I don't want it. But now I have two pumpkins I can use as stickers. Now, before we get going on this and placing our stickers inside here, I want to be able to take our sticker paper and I want to cut out the frame, yet only cut out the sticker part of the pumpkins. In order to do that, I'm just going to move these pumpkins out of the way. And we don't need this right now, so I'll just move it out of the way. So what we need to do is take the yellow piece and we want to make 4 extra copies. So I'm going to duplicate it 4 times. I'm going to take the original one here and I'm going to move it up. So I want to select just those pieces. So shift click to get all 5 of them. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to simply align them center and center so they become one piece, and I am going to actually attach those together so they don't move. That means I'm going to get 5 times the cut around. That might be too many. We will find out later. Now I'm just going to move it in behind here. So I'm going to send it to the back. Now this is our placeholder of where I want to put the pumpkin stickers. Now I'm going to start off with, I'm just going to come down here to our zoom because I really want to go in, so I want to be able to see what I'm doing here. Okay, so let me pick on the first pumpkin here, and I am going to reduce it in size. And the second one, the same thing. I'm going to reduce it in size. Now you notice they're way off to the side. So I'm going to select both of them, and then I'm going to move them over near where my tag is here. There it is. Just bring them right over so I can see everything. One more bring over. There we go. So I'm going to place some stickers in here, and you can see where the 1, 2, 3, I've got about 3.5 inches to work with. I don't want anything on the outside because it's going to cut, and I may put in writing down here, you know, like pumpkin stickers or whatever they happen to be. So let's figure out how many stickers we can put in on each one of these. So these are all print and cut. Now that one looks a little big. I could make rows of these, so we can just duplicate, bring it down, and I'll pick on both, and we'll duplicate again. And I think I'm going to get it one more time. Perfect. Just so they fit in there. And I'm going to select all 3 of these because I like things to be in line. So let's align these, and let's align them to the left. Ah, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate that. And I'm going to put another one on the other side. I missed one. Okay, I'll just duplicate that by itself. Just bring it in place so we have them on the other side. And we're going to do the same thing with this pumpkin. We're going to duplicate it. I'm going to put it into place. And we'll select both of them. Shift click, duplicate, bring them down. Then go for all 4 and we'll duplicate. Bring them down. Will I get 4 more? Well, let's just try it. Duplicate and bring them down. They look a bit tight. So let's go these 2, shift click. I'm going to align those to the top. Looks pretty good. So I will bring them up a bit because I'm working within those parameters. Yep, that looks really good. Okay, so I'm going to pick on all these other ones and just move them up 2 at a time. So we're making room. It's a little fussy work. Just want to make sure we can fit them all in. Pretty tight. Okay, just move them up a bit. Just a little bit more, I think. Just don't want them touching. You want them to be able to cut out perfectly. Well, looks pretty good. Top one's tight. Now, what I want to do is take all of these. I'm going to make sure I get them all this time. I'm going to align them to the left. I'm going to do the same with these ones. I'm going to align them to the left. That looks pretty darn good. I just want to make sure there's enough space for all of these to be cut, and I think there is not a problem. Now what I'm going to do with all of this is I am going to group it together. Perfect, because this is going to be print and cut, I don't have to worry about attach. So we have all of these are set as print and cut, print and cut, print and cut. Now I have them aligned properly, so I don't need the white piece any longer, but I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm just going to hide it. That looks really good. Now you could probably say a gift for you in the bottom, so let's add some text. I'm just going to put for you. Wow, that's huge. Okay, so let's pick on a font and let's pick something like parsnip. Probably make it a little bigger, make them go together a little bit. That looks pretty good. I'll just put it in the center. I'm going to change that to a draw. So now we have a little text at the bottom that's set as a draw. We're going to change that so it attaches to this. Actually going to make it go group together so I don't lose it. Now I'm going to go down to the bottom here, and all of these cut pieces here together are perfect, but now we want to make sure everything is set to print and cut. So now let's highlight everything. Make sure we are all grouped, and we are. So now I'm going to zoom back out, back to the 100%. Now we're ready to start working with our stickers and getting them to work to print and cut the way we want. We've set all of the pumpkins to print and cut, but now we have to worry about the background and the text. So let's scroll up and find the text first. Now right now it's set to cut, but we actually want it to print. So now it's print and cut. The next thing we want to do is set our backgrounds so that they can print and cut. We could have them in yellow and print in yellow, but I think it's a waste of ink. So what we're going to do is we're going to select all of those. We are going to change the color to white. And then we're going to come over here to the fill and change it to print. So now it will be print and cut. If you look at your layers panel, that's exactly what you're going to get. Now, it's harder to see the white, but I'm going to select all of this together, and we really need to attach it because we want it all to stay together and move over to our machine so it'll print and cut. So the next thing we want to do, because we don't want to just print one thing for stickers, we want to almost fill up that 8.5 by 11. So what we're going to do is we're going to make 3 copies of this. And we're going to bring them as close together as possible. Try and line them up. What we'll do is we'll line up these 2 at the top first. So we'll get them to align to the top. We'll do the same for these 2. We'll get them to align to the top. We'll move up into place. And let's get these 2 right here. And we'll align those to the left. That looks pretty good. And we'll get these 2 to align to the left. All right, while these 2 are still selected, I'm going to move them a little closer together because I don't like wasting. And that looks pretty darn good. So now we have 4 of these all together. I'm going to put them in this way. I'm actually going to group them together so I don't mess it up. Now it looks like a pretty big file at this point. Now, the biggest thing is when you go to do print and cut, there are restrictions on design space, and 6.75 is as wide as you can go. So we can go as far as 7. I'm going to take my little arrow key here and I'm going to push it to 7. and we're within the parameters of the bottom. So that fits with what Cricut expects. Now you're going to say, oh, those are going to be awfully small stickers. You've got so many of them. But watch what happens. I think I'll just get rid of these for now, just to save some memory space. I'm just going to save these as pumpkin stickers. Now, did you see what happened here? Look how wide it's going, far beyond the 6.75, and that is because I attached all of these together. So now it's ready to go and print and cut, and what it's going to do is going to cut right through. After you've printed it, it's going to cut right through the sticker paper that we choose. So let's just continue, and I'm going to pretend I've already sent it to the printer. Now what we want here is the Cricut sticker paper. So I'm just going to type in sticker, do a search, clear sticker paper removable. This is the sticker paper that Cricut has. We're going to choose that one. And all you need to do is feed it into your machine, because that's the sticker paper it's going to cut it on. It's the same sticker paper you put into your printer. Just make note of that what you put into your printer is what is going to go onto the mat. And it comes out beautifully as a full page of stickers. So I'm just going to cancel out of this. So that is how you make stickers and make it available to go wider. As long as you attach it inside, you will get something that stretches to a further sheet. Now, I don't have any 12 by 12s at this point in time for sticker paper, but they would have to change the parameters. But this is how you are able to stretch it past the 6.75. So I hope you enjoyed making this. Have fun with your stickers, and I will talk to you next time.